Hey whales, good morning. Happy Monday. Let's go over and break down Nvidia for today's trading session. Okay, so coming into this week, we're expecting the markets to continuously be choppy. Now, the markets, they are trading in three dimensions. And if you take a look, the three dimensions that we're looking at is first a bullish dimension where Netflix, Palantir, and metals are continuously, in 1 hour time frames, constantly making higher highs and higher lows. With the bearish dimension where Amazon, Meta, even Tesla, they're starting to get some deeper retracements across the board, guys, right? So definitely has a possibility where the lows start to break. And then, of course, the neutral dimensions where Google, Microsoft, and Nvidia, there's sort of a balance between the two. So it's getting a little bit riskier, right? There's a lot of monkey wrenches within the markets, very difficult market to trade. So if you can trade these markets, you can trade anywhere, right? So extremely difficult, but let's break it down. So on Nvidia, I do have potentially all of a wave one that finished in blue, WXY, with the invalidation level here. So this means that as long as price stays above the invalidation level, we're going to go with the primary path, where at least Nvidia can reach 128 before it makes the decision whether or not it goes lower or holds the higher low and breaks out to all-time highs, right? So this is sort of what we want to see. But again, like I mentioned in my past videos, right, there's a secondary path here. You can see in the black dotted line where we could go lower, closer to 65, even to 75-ish. And the reason why is because if I'm an institution, if I'm a bank, I know that everyone's stop losses, all the retail traders, they have all their stop losses right here, right underneath the lows. So if people have longed Nvidia, right, they're starting to buy Nvidia here, they have their stop loss right underneath the low. So what am I going to do? What I'm going to do is that I'm going to try to push price down as much as possible, stop everyone out, get the liquidity I need to fill all my orders right around these levels, 75 down to 65. And then guess what? Explode out, right? So this is sort of, if you're thinking like a bank, in my opinion, you should not be scared. You should actually buy more if Nvidia does indeed break down lower. And the reason why there's a few things. One is you're going to be going with how the banks are going to be trading, where they're going to grab the liquidity here. And secondly, if this does turn out to be like this, a WXY closer down here, you start to get that bullish divergence that you're looking for on a daily time frame. So you can see that price starts to go lower, but indicators, they're going to start to go higher. So that's a great example of seller exhaustion that could happen at the lows once it does break. Okay. But let's not worry about that now, guys, right? Let's not worry about ultimately the secondary path, because we might as well have already bottomed. Who knows, right? So if we've bottomed already, let's go down to the 30-minute time frame, the intraday time frames on Nvidia here. So you can take a look. We possibly put in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves for wave 1, WX, and then we're working on this Y wave, guys, right? So again, as long as price stays above the validation level, right, we still have some pretty good support coming up. We'll go with the primary path for now. We're waiting to see whether or not Nvidia can sort of show its true colors, staying patient. And let's see if these areas can hold. If I take some extremes here as well, let's take a look. Let's put on some fib levels. Let's also take some retracements as well, right? Because what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to build confluence. Yeah, so you're looking anywhere between, like, let's say 97 to 93-ish. You take a look, right? Nvidia needs to hold those levels, guys. It needs to hold those levels. There's a pivot here as well. You can see right on this areas in 92. So as long as Nvidia can hold those levels, right, it's looking good. Until then, definitely don't rule out the fact that it could be a liquidity grab like this, okay, in the future. So just be careful. But until then, let's see. I'll keep you guys updated every single day. Talk to you soon.